key games, don't we? Even key nights. Thursday night has become a spotlight night. How about Sunday night? But there still is some magic to playing on Monday night, and these two teams are feeling it.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. They're led by their quarterback from the University of Alabama, Mac Jones.
Mac Jones absolutely believed in himself coming out of high school. Went to Alabama despite the fact there are many high-profile quarterbacks already on the roster, and blossomed into a Heisman Trophy candidate in his final season with 41 touchdowns and only 4 interceptions. Steady, consistent as a passer, doesn't have the biggest cannon for an arm, but can stretch the field and lay those passes in on the deep ball.
Jones looking to throw right away. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. CeeDee Lamb is intended target. And it's second down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
And darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
To throw again on second down. Jones. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Williams. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Throwing, Jones. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw going into the hands of Williams. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. Now Jones. Finding Williams once more, complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his third completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early first and goal.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that incompletion breaks a string of 5 straight connections. And it's second down.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Max Williams, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys are on the board here first in the season opener. Excellent start there. First drive of the season, big-time success, putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you got game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
Tremendous production in college at 2 different universities, and this is a guy who was a finalist for a Heisman Trophy. Still much more of a runner than a thrower, but has plenty of arm and is capable of making the big throws downfield. And don't underestimate his ability to think the game. Remember, he's the son of a coach.
They'll run here with Raheem Mostert to about the 23.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Hurts. This will be caught by Brown. And that's good for a gain of 6. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
Now 1 for 1. A lot more to go. And this is going to be an Eagles first down as the tackle made at the 35-yard line.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete to Judy. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
They'll send Brown in motion right. On first down, Hurts. It's caught. Smith. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll send Brown in motion right. 2nd and 5 now. Hurts. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Jerry Jeudy, 26 yards. And the Eagles respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. And the QB rating right now sky high. 4 for 4 on that opening drive, and it ends with a touchdown pass.
Yeah, I don't know.
And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously... So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Santos with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So that drive in total 8 plays, and it's capped off by the touchdown run from Jerry Jeudy. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This fielded right at the goal line. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll get this to Elliott. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
I believe I could see what they were trying to do there, but unfortunately, the back ran out of room. Too close to the sideline. And for defenders, we're often taught, 11 on the field, those sidelines can become the 12th defender. It worked to the defense's advantage on that play.
It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5, and the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10. Jalen Hurts bringing the Eagles out for their next drive. And he had the touchdown on the last drive, also 4 for 4. Very, very effective. What does he need to do to translate that forward into this drive?
Not think that what he saw in coverages last time is exactly what he's going to get again. He's got to play ahead and start thinking to himself, okay, we just did that. What are they going to take away now? What do we go to as a counter? And continue to encourage his offensive line to continue to give him time.
They were really good on the last drive. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Up the middle they go with Mostert. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Calling a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty. That was huge after being behind the chains on first down to make this second very manageable.
Man, how much pride do you have in an offense on first down to get that kind of yardage? Because it actually opens up your playbook on second down. You can run it, you can throw it, you keep a defense off balance. I like that phrase, staying ahead of the chains, and they're doing exactly that.
They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Yeah, the Cowboys here on 3rd down bringing in an extra defensive back. They'll send Brown in motion right. Hurts sets up to throw it. This is Smith with a goes as a gain of 37 on third down.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. The big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. On 1st and 10, now the ball comes loose. It's picked up by the Cowboys, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having two hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now, this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. The fumble on 1st down now. Here's 2nd down. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. And that's on big Mekhi Becton, first-round pick in 2020. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 14. Hurts. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Eagles have taken the lead.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set. In racing, going 3 wide is a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom, zoom indeed. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it's capped off by an A.J. Brown touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. The Cowboys about set to take over on offense. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. Jones. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that way. That one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they fell behind early, but since then, 2 touchdowns and a 14-7 lead.
Yeah, they found the end zone on their first 2 drives, and even more so after the defense gave up the first lead. But these last 2 drives, obviously they inspired their D because they shut them down the last time out. They hope to continue that string.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll go again with Sanders. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Throwing is Hurts. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Brown. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. They'll try it now with Mostert. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. At first glance, I actually wasn't sure that he got it, but he ended up getting it by about a full yard.
He certainly did, but it took a little effort, didn't it? Took some nice push, a little crease inside, and some determined running to make sure that he got the first down.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Here's Hurts to throw. Throw right side is going to be caught by Judy. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So the completion good for just 3. And that will bring up 3rd and 1.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Here we go on 4th down. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Now this offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Quick slant here to Smith. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. In motion left goes Smith. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Santos with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive, and it's capped off by an A.J. Brown touchdown. The touchdown here, Santos to kick this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And the Cowboys going to go on offense one final time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. To throw again on second down, Jones. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Now they were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually got to pick up a holding call.
And a pretty good run, all things considered. Probably would have liked that in the first quarter instead of right now as the clock continues to run. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. A final shot before break. Jones. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And a high throw there as this is knocked away down to the ground and incomplete. So we reach halftime here at our first Monday Nighter of the season as we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll start up at MetLife Stadium in New Jersey.
All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Eagles ready to go on offense to begin this third quarter. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll send Brown in motion right. Looking to throw on second down. Hurts. Oh, that's Smith. A nice catch. Past the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith, 73 yards. And the Eagles are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game. Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack the defense and take them out of the game. Santos now to add the PAT. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it was finished off by a touchdown from Devontae Smith. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. Oh, a good return up past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. So that will push him back. And now we know why I have a little extra space to run, don't we? An illegal block in the back, that penalty will move them back. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill. On second down, Elliott once more. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Operating from the gun, Jones. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A first down carry by Elliott. That's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Off play action, Jones. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball. Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, puts a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball. And that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw. Jones. Throwing. And that's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. They'll look to throw again. Able to hook up with Williams here on the out route. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. But with the score where it is, you're not thinking field goals right now. You need touchdowns. So that was a much-needed conversion there on 3rd down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy
get a head of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 49 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Another 6-yard carry, same as last play. 1st down. Another run with Sanders. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by the defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
On 2nd down, Mostert. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st down, they go with Mostert again. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
And their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hurts. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jerry Jeudy. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Eagles are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, two sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Dallas offense back out onto the field. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. Jones throwing on first down. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Looking to throw. Jones. Throw left side complete. That's Elliott. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. A three-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. And defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw. And they're under 200 yards passing for the game. So they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his tent.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup, 36 yards. And the Cowboys have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs. And I think they're going to at least take a look at this. Now Joey Slye for the point after. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So that drive 6 plays, 75 yards. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball. Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense. And this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. Right back to Sanders on first down. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's going to get this one down to the 45. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with third down coming up. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 103 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. This is caught. It's Brown. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That one goes for 30 yards. They'll run with Sanders. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. They'll run with Mostert. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Raheem Mostert taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Eagles have put this one to bed here in the fourth quarter. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Santos able to tack on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Raheem Mostert. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Jones now on 1st and 10. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football, but I believe a Cowboy was there to get it. He was, and Dallas will maintain possession. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they're getting with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. Here's Jones throwing on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And defensively, that might just seal a Week 1 victory. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. That one looks like he'll throw here. Now a leaping catch. He's got it. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Offensively, another big chunk of yardage, Charles, but defensively, they had all this talk about trying to limit explosive plays. They have not been able to do that.
They discussed it all week, but they haven't been able to execute it at all, haven't been able to find a way to slow down this offense. They're seeking answers and not coming up with any.
Here's Mostert, and he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Raheem Mostert with career touchdown number 70. And the Eagles up the lead to 4 scores now here in this fourth quarter. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Santos with the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28. After the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said,
that's caught at the 25. A big play here for Dallas. 65 yards. Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for Philadelphia, it's a great win here on a Monday night as they'll start the new campaign 1-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for Dallas, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to L.A. to take on the Rams. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.